Welcome back to the show. Yes, it is late, but it is here. This is episode 22. You are now in the hall. What did you do to be out here, huh? Did you say something silly? Has the teacher had enough of your bullshit? You know, we used to demolish teachers, break them down psychologically, really make their life a hell. You know, not all of them. Some were great. Some teachers care about the future of the country. You know, they realize that not all the kids want to be there, and they created a fun learning environment. They came in and planted a seed of knowledge. They made a connection and an impact on the young minds. But some teachers deserved it. Some deserved to be ran out of town with pitchforks and torches like the village thief. Okay? The teachers where I went to school, they all grew up and went to the same high school. They went to the same college. And then when the party was over and they moved back to their parents' house, they said, oh, let's just be teachers at the same high school that we went to. And we'll still try and be the popular kids. You know, let's have a paycheck and a power trip. And the kids I went to school with were psychopaths. And once they smelled that, it was game over. Okay? Because a lot of these teachers, they get the classroom and they go, oh, this is my kingdom. You know, I sit at the front of the room. My name is on a little plaque on my desk. I have the power now. No, you can't use the bathroom. No, you can't talk while you're writing. Room 614 is my kingdom. My reign of power is inside these four walls. That stapler was assigned to me. You know, but outside the walls, they knew they were nobody. And that's where they struggled. You know, no one called them to see how they were doing while they were grading those papers. And once the bell rang and the students left for the day and they got back to that teacher parking lot and turned that key to start their 98 Accord, they were reminded that they were nothing. I mean, dude, we had some kids so bad halfway through the year, teachers would just announce their retirement. You know, they're like, I was thinking about doing another year, but I'm done. You know, they were like, this is the year that made me just turn it in. You know, I'm going to hang up my lanyard and give this teaching thing a rest. One year I had 3 English teachers. Now, one had a baby and didn't come back. But looking back, she probably had the baby just to get out of the situation. You know, she's like, I'll come back next year with a fresh batch of students. You know, maybe the battle can be won then. You know, they would just crack from the daily onslaught and the art of war style mind games. You know, one kid used to inch the teacher's desk to the left every day, about an inch. And the teacher would just be like, how does this keep happening? Okay, it was like a typewriter. It would go all the way to the other side of the room, and then they would slide it back. And then the next day, the kid would start the pattern again. You know, and it was really funny. You know, when you're bored in class and just seeing the teacher sit 1 inch over to the left every day until they realize that, oh, my desk is not even in the same spot. You know, these poor teachers, man. We had a bald guy. He was also the girls' softball coach. So I'm going to remember the last episode. I think it was the last one. I was talking about how teachers had to be, you know, the teachers that wanted to be, or if you wanted to be a coach at the school, you had to be a teacher as well. So this guy was a math teacher. He was 5'5", bald, and just jacked. You know, one of those guys. And we used to ask him, like, hey, man, do you use head and shoulders and just put it on your shoulders? Or do you use knees and toes? You know, that would always get him upset. But he thought he was the shit. So, you know, kids would just chop him down daily. You know, they're like, hey, what's it like to be Vin Diesel's stunt double? You know, does it hurt when you jump off a moving car? You know, you just get so upset. But anyway, man, I think we're headed for, you know, some interesting things. Everything seems calm right now politically. You know, it definitely feels like a calm before a storm. The media has declared Biden the 46th president of the United States. He's declared himself. He went on Vistaprint and got a bunch of president-elect banners, which really means nothing. Just calls himself the president. But the people that have money, that's the thing. There's people celebrating in the streets. But the people that have money on it know the election's not over. Okay, if you placed a bet on either candidate, the money hasn't moved yet. So that's the power of gambling. Until the money that is placed on either candidate moves from one side to the other, no one has officially been elected. Okay? So the people in the streets celebrating, maybe we should be on lockdown again. Okay? Maybe that's what we need. We need to just jump straight into the New World Order, the Great Reset, because we've reached that point. I hate being right. I hate seeing the entire world run by a handful of people pulling strings and just being like, yeah, that's, because you can't explain anything to these people. Every time I think, oh, the food is poison, the cures to disease are suppressed, all the tax money is just being funneled into creating weapons of war that cause more destruction than you can even wrap your mind around. Now I just say good. That's exactly the way it should be. I've called everything that's happened so far. And a couple weeks after the virus hit the U.S., I just thought, oh, this is the next event. Because none of it has made sense from the start. How is Walmart open but the beach is dangerous? How come the virus is deadly when I'm talking to the hostess saying, hey, table of 4? But then when you go sit down, you can take your mask off. No one at the bar is wearing a mask. But you can't explain this to people. They don't want to try and think for themselves. What it really is people are just so brainwashed. I can't believe people actually want socialism. That's what's scary. They want everyone to have the same income. They want everyone driving a Camry. These people are losers. They're so lazy that they want everyone to be losers too. You know how you stop socialism from hitting America? You put it on social media first. Wait till you hit the influencers with socialism. That'll change. When they go, what do you mean I can only have 100 followers? What do you mean my followers are distributed equally across the platform? How am I supposed to sell merch with 100 followers? People are supposed to swipe up for protein powder. How do I sell protein powder with 100 followers? I knew this was coming, man. I mean, look at all the fraud they're finding. The mail-in ballots, the machines. Everyone is on the same. Everyone that's a part of this corruption is in bed with each other. It's all, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. That's all the politics is. It's never been for the people. It's, and it's weird to see, if you turn off your blind hate for the orange man and actually see the policies that he's doing, whether you like him or not. I never met the dude, but it seems like he's actually trying. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong, but I've been batting 1,000, man. The fans are on and they are oscillating, and a shit-filled missile is headed right towards it. What are these people going to do when they realize that this thing gets overturned and they take away all the computer fraud and all the mail-in fraud, and they say that Trump's the winner? You think people are going to take that well? No. Antifa is standing by, taping up their hands in the green room, ready to get out in the ring. Okay, and people go, what do you know, Sean? You're just a comedian. That's exactly why I'm a comedian. Why wouldn't you just write jokes after learning that the world is run by demons at a young age? Why not skip college and make people laugh for a living? It's all a joke anyway. Here's a fun article. How racism amplifies COVID-19 risk for everyone. Oh, I had no idea racism would amplify your chance of coronavirus. Can you not say that about black people? I want to see my grandma for Thanksgiving. Okay. What if that's how what if that's how the virus spread? You know, it spreads through racism. You know, you're at work, someone comes over to your desk. Hey, what's up with the Asians and the bad driving? And you're like, oh, damn it, Carl, you gave me the virus with that racist rhetoric. Yeah, what do you call off? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to come in today. And they go, what's wrong? You go, well, I was at my uncle's house and he started going off about the Jews and now I have 102 fever. And they go, oh, get well soon. You know, I hate when my grandpa talks about Mexicans because then the whole family gets sick. I mean, just some of these you got to laugh at this stuff, dude. Otherwise, you're going to cry. You know, that's the opposite. I'm just, at this point, I'm like, you know what happens, happens. You know, I got food and, you know, I got some good friends and, you know, we'll see what happens. It's been a fun 26 years. Here we go. We got some Florida man news. Florida man arrested after meltdown because there was no lettuce for his Checkers sandwich. You know what? Sometimes you just got to say that man could have done a lot worse, you know. Having a meltdown because there was no lettuce at Checkers. That's where a lot of the country is at, by the way. You might think that that's funny. Florida man, you know, goes wild because they say, sir, sorry, we're out of lettuce. You know, most of this country is one piece of lettuce away from a meltdown. So this just happened to be a Florida man incident. I don't think I have. I saw this other article here. Man passes out with a gun after gang initiation requiring he drink 5 shots, smoke weed, and then fire a gun, prosecutors say. So this guy, an aspiring gang member, failed the final step in his initiation. Don't pass out. An unconscious man in the Bronx. Bronx is a lot like Florida, by the way. Just really no laws up there. An unconscious man in the Bronx Park confessed to EMTs and NYPD detectives after waking up that he'd participated in a gang ritual that required he drink liquor, smoke weed, and fire a gun. So this is a gang initiation in the Bronx, but this is a Tuesday night in Florida. Okay. This guy, what gang is this? Can they put the name of the gang? What challenge is this? I thought they like beat you in a circle to join the gang. Now they're making sure that you can stay up all night and party with them. Don't pass out. Team no sleep. This is gang no sleep, bro. You got to be able to hang with the crew. If you pass out after 5 shots and a joint, then we don't want you in the gang, homie. I mean, what the fuck? And then we have some Florida woman news. Florida woman busted for self-care outside 7-Eleven, caught committing same offense outside Popeyes. So we got a serial toucher. It's funny the crimes that the Florida men and the Florida women commit sometimes are so drastically different. Yeah. What are you going to do? That being said, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks again for the reviews. I got some new sketches on the way. I did invest money in this video. That's the thing. The sketches that I spend money on are the ones that I'm like, I hope this goes somewhere. You know, this is it's a doctor bit, so I had to order a lab coat. Okay. I did a pilot sketch. I thought that was going to be really funny. You know, I had a pilot hat, a shirt, and a tie. You know, I made some props, and you know what? It didn't do the numbers we were hoping. Okay, so this one, maybe you guys can share it. All right, that's Sean Madden Comedy on Instagram. We'll be back here on Friday, possible guest, and you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And seriously though, I would stock up on some food and just kind of lay low, man. I'm just trying to keep to myself. You know, my mind is just very, where are we going? You know, I just think that we're going to see some stuff in the next few months that probably have never seen in the U.S., but we'll get through it because that's what we do. You know, that's what we do here in America. We have to live to see the next iPhone in this country. Okay. And that's what keeps us going. So again, Sean Madden Comedy on Instagram, YouTube, and sketches. We got the YouTube. Yeah. YouTube's going strong. I'm finally getting the camera. You know, I'm using the phone again, so it's pretty simple. But yeah, all this will be up on the YouTube, and we'll see you guys Friday.